Hallo und willkommen zurück zu Folge 53 von If My Heart Had Wings und der 9. Folge auf Yorus Route. In der letzten Folge haben unsere Club-Member die Rekonstruktion, Ummodellierung, was auch immer, des Gliders fertiggestellt und ihre Testflüge wieder aufgenommen. Kurz darauf haben sie dann auch die Anzeichen der Morning Glory entdeckt und sind am nächsten Morgen zum Flugfeld aufgebrochen, um endlich ihren Traum zu verwirklichen. Asa und Yoru hatten mit dem Glider gerade abgehoben und genau dort setzen wir wieder ein.
This is something necessary, and this is something unnecessary. Whenever I wonder what would be the best choice, I always set the most efficient schedule. Before I knew it, that way of thinking had become natural for me. That's because the girl is a genius. And isn't she from a rich family too? She's living a life on easy mode, that's unfair. Even though I lived a normal life, all the kids and adults around me were so jealous. Even though everyone was keeping up appearances, jealousy was always swirling at the bottom of their hearts, cursing other people's successes. Whenever I saw that I was only thinking of myself and that they should stop wasting their lives on useless things. How stupid. That's what I thought about everything that conflicted with my sense of values. Because it was comfortable, easy to understand, and it made me feel at ease. I have to be on top. I have to be noble. I have to reject useless things. I didn't hate that about myself, nor did I think that I was wrong. I still didn't think so even now, but... Why do birds fly? Because they can? To become a sign? Unexpectedly, right now I don't think that's the case. Because birds don't think about people on the ground. When I thought about that, it felt too impudent and rigid. Wrong, it's not like that. Birds... They fly because they like it. Huh? Exactly, they fly because they like it. What? Yoru-chan? It's okay, don't worry about it. If you say something like that, it will make me worry. While we were catching the thermals, we were aiming for the mountain wave of Mount Tsukubai. According to our research, it would be difficult to reach that passage of clouds relying on normal air currents around this area. However, if we rode the mountain wave from Mount Tsukubai, it might be possible. Mountain waves are the air currents created by winds crossing over the mountains. Below them were rotor-like swirling turbulences. It's not that mountain waves always occur, but they are related to the formation of the morning glory, so it was almost certain that they would appear today. If we enter those turbulences at the right angle and catch the ascending part... Life is light. Getting very poetic, I see. Huh? It's serious, but not burdensome. That's why we can fly. I was buried in life plants and dragged down by the gravity of existence, so I had forgotten that simple truth. I see, that's how it is. Yeah. Yoru-chan, what was that? You've been really poetic just now. No, it's just something I thought of. A new finding. I just discovered it, that's all. You're kinda scary, Yoru-chan. That might be sent by the influence. Birds fly because they like it. Their love gives them strength, that's why they can fly. And because life isn't always so burdensome, humans can find the time to fly. That must be it. Well, I don't really understand, but it sounds like something good. Yeah, it's good. It's not a bad thing, because I found the answer to something that was bothering me all this time. Eventually, we reached the rotor-like turbulence. Here we go, Nesan. We're going to catch the air current. Yeah, do your best. Do your best too, Nesan. With what? With cheering me on. Yeah, I got it. Do your best, Yoru-chan. Go for it, go for it, go! Oh, I had practiced flying in turbulences on the simulator multiple times. I was used to flying in strong winds. The pitch was relatively stable and there were no problems. Do your best. Go! Nesan, be quiet for a second. I can't concentrate. You are asked to cheer you on. Huh? But you told me to cheer you on. I ignored Nissan's complaints and kept skillfully controlling the glider. It's fine if we go like this. We got it. After the aircraft shook once, the vibrations had stopped. It successfully caught the ascending current and got on the mountain wave. Yoru-chan. Yeah. The glider started climbing as if we were riding an elevator. This is a wave lift, huh? Yeah, look Nisa, the altimeter needle is rising impressively. Awesome. We were getting farther and farther away from the ground into the sky amongst the clouds. Then finally... Yoru-chan, there! Yeah. At long last. The glider reached our target altitude and the silhouette of the morning glory came into our view in the distance. Ah. This is what our senpais were aiming for. The purpose of this club, the passage of clouds called the morning glory. Nissan, you're stunned. Because it's so big. A huge passage of clouds painted by the rotating airflow. Awesome. It's dawning. Wow. The sky lit up on the east. The sun was rising, dyeing the sky in golden hues. The silhouette of the huge cloud was sparkling. I was in awe before that majestic scene. Golden time. I muttered that without thinking. What is this time, Yoru-chan? No, it's nothing. We're going in, Nia-san. Huh? Ah, yeah. I pushed the control stick aiming for gold. We're there. Yeah. It was a mysterious spectacle, almost like a world from a fairy tale. The morning glory. Somehow that scene almost made me cry. It was like an island made from clouds, like another world existing in a different layer of reality. It's beautiful. It almost looks like you could walk on it, like a carpet. Do you want to try getting out? No way, I'd die. The stretched white carpet of clouds was reflecting the orange sunlight and was glittering in gold. When I saw those words suddenly came to my mind. Nothing gold can stay. Huh? I got it. I see, that's what he meant. What? Yoru-chan, what's up with you? I've got it, Nathan. The meaning of the poem that Grandpa likes. You understood it? Yeah. This flight certainly didn't have any objective significance. It wasn't a big event. There were no considerable changes in our relationship, no world-changing developments. But to me it meant a lot. That's how it was. I have found something important. I don't really get it, but it sounds like something good, right? Yeah, it's something good. It might be true that this discovery wasn't a huge event, but it was a significant moment for me. Recently I've been aiming for the sky, but not for the sake of a contest or any particular reason. I have found my new self that had been asleep in the depths of my heart. A better self creates a new sense of values and becomes a driving force. This must be what grandfather was talking about. A limited pressure seat. Just like how windmills catch the wind to produce energy, for me the scenery that I'm seeing now became the fuel to create something new. I think that's a good thing. The glider is stable. It seems like we could keep flying forever. It probably will be like that for a while here. This huge passage of clouds was created by the rotating airflow. So if we got into the ascending side of the rotation, even the engineless glider can keep flying for as long as we want it. Following the airflow born in the sky, we kept flying through that golden world. Okay, could you pilot for a change? Yeah, right now? I'm tired since I brought us this far. There's still the landing, so I want to rest a little. I mean, isn't that why you came along, Nissan? Well, yeah, but... It's alright. The airflow and winds are calm. There's nothing difficult about it. Besides, in the unlikely event that something happens, I'll take over right away. Okay, I got it. I left the controls to Nissan, who was sitting in the back seat. She was nervous at first, but as she flew through that serene place, she quickly regained her composure. I was grateful to get some rest. For a while I got to gaze at the morning glory as a passenger. Something that now seems like a given someday won't be so obvious anymore, and we will only be able to look back on it. There's no going back to this golden time. You sure are saying a lot of monologues today. I'm just immersed in narcissism. I'm delighted from discovering a new sense of values. From Nissan's vague response I couldn't tell if she got it or not. I'm really glad we got to fly. Yeah? Because I only had been crawling on the ground this whole time. I'm really delighted that I came to such a high place and got to see this amazing view. I feel like I can look down on the entire world for just a moment. I don't think you'd understand that, Yoru-chan. Sorry, I don't get it indeed. Talented people have it good. That's right, that's because I'm overflowing with talents. But I actually did understand it. That there are people who get caught up in it, and that Nissan was suffering because of it. That's why she was longing for the sky. As for me, I didn't really have any reason. Just like Senpai said. Huh? In the end, that's what the sky means to me. It's the kind of sentiment that I've never had before. Some surprise, that's all. Well, something like that. And because I can only get it now, it's a precious thing to me. Ich muss sagen, die Konversation so die letzten 10 Minuten oder so ist so irgendwie so meaningless für mich gerade. Because I'm selfish. Because I'm always thinking about the meaning of things. Because even though there's no need to think, I keep doing so. That means I can say I'm glad to fly without exaggerating. That's how much I love the Soaring Club. Then you're going to officially join the club too, right? Ach, hat sie immer noch nicht. Huh? Ah, that's right, now that you mention it. Yeah, you still haven't joined the club properly, though nobody really minds that anymore. I see. I'll think about it after we land. Well, it's not a bad idea. It may be a waste of time, but it's fun. If I like that sort of thing, it can't be helped. Ah, that's right. We have to contact everyone. I forgot. Alright, I'll contact them through the radio. Yes, please. I wonder if we can connect from here. It should be fine. I switched on the radio. First... Aoi senpai. He was the first person who came to my mind. What should I say first? That we reached the morning glory? That we finally did it? Yeah, I have to report that. We'd gotten here with help from everyone, so it was our duty. But that's... Aye, senpai. Right now we're flying above the morning glory. We have achieved our objective without issues. And, understood why birds fly. And found the golden time. That is... I boldly told senpai something that would make the average person so embarrassed they could die. About the thing that I got through this club. That is... I have found youth. Okay. The precious heat called youth. 1 year later. It was just before summer vacation. The morning classes finished after our finals were returned and reviewed. Then we had lunch at Windy and now we were heading to the club. Neue Musik. Our club activities were taking place at the secret base as usual. Okay, let's decide this with rock, paper, scissors. Oof. That won't work, you always know what I'm going to play. But along the way the two of them started quarreling for some reason. Besides, we had skimming for lunch, just like you wanted, so don't you think it's my turn now? Come on, Nissan, that's a completely different story. Don't mix lunch with affairs of the heart. It's the same in the sense that the three of us were doing it together, so Senpai's hand is mine. Hat immer noch zwei Hände. No, I can't accept that. The two of them were fighting over who would get to hold hands with me while walking to the club. I've seen a similar scene some time ago. In the end, our relationship hadn't changed since then. That's enough, you two. You've argued about it in the past, so I can just hold one hand from each of you, right? We have realized something. This is not a definite solution, okay? That's right, that way even though we get to hold hands, each of us can only have half of you. Wie wollt ihr beim Gehen beide Hände halten? Well, I'm only giving you a hand, not half of myself. In the first place, isn't our whole relationship like this? As a whole, yes, but now we are talking about more momentary things. Momentary? Yes, I want to monopolize you momentarily. I want a time when you would look only at me. That's just how girls are. Huh. So I think we should play rock, paper, scissors. Right, Nissan? I told you that's no good, because I'd lose. Oh, come on. How about holding hands with one of you half of the way and then switching to the other? Or I could hold hands with one of you today and with the other next time. It's definitely better, but the problem is who gets to hold hands first. Senpai, for how long should each of us hold your hand? I don't know. I haven't decided where we should switch. Senpai, to be fair, you must divide the distance from here to our destination precisely in half. And then not change your walking speed the entire way. Like I could do that. How was I supposed to measure it? I thought that maybe if I had chosen one to eat lunch with and the other one to hold hands with while going to the club, they wouldn't have any reason to argue, but they probably would have started fighting anyway. I guess they just have those trivial quarrels instead of ordinary conversations. When I'm getting involved in those, I'm not really annoyed. Quite the contrary, I'm a little happy. I didn't dislike this atmosphere in our relationship. In the end, I didn't get to hold hands at all. In the end, Senpai wasn't able to measure the distance properly. You say that, but I told you I didn't know where to switch. We arrived at our destination in the middle of a quarrel. Anyway, soon you'll have to think about that seriously. About what? The three of us are dating like this, but bigamy isn't allowed in Japan. So I think we need to solve this problem. Is there even a way to solve it? Ist Bigamy nicht nur auf gesetzliche Hochzeit bezogen? Und das ist jetzt so nicht so wichtig, I guess. Well, what if we went overseas? We could apply for citizenship in a country that allows bigamy. Ich weiß nicht, ob man in diesen Ländern leben möchte. That was a rather crafty answer. Or we can decide who will be on our family registry with rock, paper, scissors. I told you that's no good, because I would lose. More importantly, I don't want my bride to be decided with rock, paper, scissors. If it comes to that, you should do something about your rock, paper, scissors Technik. Schmeißt doch einfach eine verdammte Münze, Leute, was zur Hölle. It can't be improved just like that. So I'll just win. I told you we won't be deciding anything with rock, paper, scissors. Wait, you're going to ignore my opinion? Or rather, it's still too soon to be talking about something like marriage. But when the time comes and I have to choose a wife, I wonder what I would do. I could just choose one, yeah. Oh, it seems like we got here first. Indeed. No one else was at the secret base. The others said they were going to the candy shop for lunch. That's probably why they are late. To that expensive shop at Windy where there's always a queue? Yeah, there. They decided to go a while ago and everyone was looking forward to it. They had been in high spirits since morning. They said it's a treat for all the hard work they had put into the tests. Oh, sorry, ich muss hier mal... So. Sitzen. Position ändern. Das Mikrofon einfach ein bisschen schwieriger. They said it's a treat for all the hard work they had put into the tests. I don't have a part-time job today, so I came here in high spirits. If everyone is late, it feels like I'm wasting my efforts. You've been really enthusiastic about the club lately. If our parents came back, they would be surprised at how much your personality has changed. I can easily imagine them overreacting, so I'd rather not see them for a while. You talk about them a lot. I'm really curious about what your parents are like. They're weird people. Distinctly. The two of them started part-time jobs. We needed to pay back the chairman for the money he had lent us last year for the repairs. Naturally, I was working too, just like Kosuri Ageha and everyone else in the soaring club. As a result, we were able to pay the money back in just 2 months. Well, the chairman probably wouldn't have urged us to pay him back anyway, even though he had lent us quite a bit. Anyway, the two of them continued working even after we had repaid the money. Apparently, they had realized the joy of hard work. By the way, how did you do on your test, senpai? The usual, I guess. Not very good, but not bad either. I did better than the class average, but not by much. It was a rather lackluster result. That's pretty much business as usual for me. So you probably did about the same as me. And you, Yoru-chan? Do you need to ask? I made one mistake in world history and one in chemistry. Other than that, perfect scores. Ich bin schon überrascht, dass die Geschichte überhaupt zugibt, dass sie Fehler macht. Huh? I raised a silly voice without thinking. Warum ist er überrascht? Well, it was an expected result. Yoru-chan's grades keep gradually rising. Well, that's because I'm a genius, and I felt pretty good lately. It might be thanks to my job in the club activities. My living cycle is more balanced now. And doing it with senpai from time to time lets me relieve stress too. Don't say such awkward things, Yoru-chan. Why, it is it, right? Ich selber nur die Clown vor mir. Lately she's had a part-time job and comes to club activities. At night she plays with Asa-chan and me. Just when did she have time to study so much? Smart people are really unfair. Ja, zur Schulzeit muss man ja auch nicht studien, um gut in Tests und so abzuschließen. For now, since the others haven't arrived yet, we were sitting in chairs and waiting. A framed picture placed in the center of the table had caught my eye. It was a group photo we took together after the two came back from the flight last year. This brings back memories, doesn't it? Yeah, you said that you wanted to take a photo. That was unusual. I was just in the mood for some reason. No big deal. Well, photos are a nice thing. Just looking at this reminds me how excited I was back then. But the next time when I get the chance, I will see that scene with my own eyes. That's what I wanted, at least. Sorry for the wait, everybody. They really are waiting for us. Sorry. Alright, time for our club activities. Now, was sind jetzt denn club activities? Everyone else had come. Today we were going to practice an actual flight. What? So we had to carry the glider to the runway, okay. Come on, senpai. Let's start club activities. The two of them went towards the glider to help carry it out. Koto, Diage and Kanako-san all put down their things and went with them as well. I also got up and followed everyone. Our youth was still continuing. So. Oh Gott. Das war Yorus Route, wenn man es so nennen kann. Yeah. Das Ende war ein bisschen positiver als bei der ersten und ich habe das Gefühl, also einfach weil sie ihr Ziel auch tatsächlich erreicht haben direkt diesmal. Yeah. Ich glaube, sie war auch ein Ticken kürzer, aber das werde ich, weiß ich ehrlich gesagt gerade gar nicht, müsste ich eigentlich erstmal die Folgen bearbeiten. Naja, anyway. Nächstes Mal geht es los mit Kotolis Route, wie wir mit einem wundervollen Coinflip entschieden haben. Von daher, ja, ciao und bis zum nächsten Mal.